Good frosty morning, everybody. It is 31 degrees out, and I noticed that my little tomato plant is probably done. That is frost all over him. Did not get the red tomatoes. They never went to red. They're green. They're the little cherry tomatoes. I do like fried green tomatoes, but I don't know if you can do it with cherry tomatoes. I suppose you probably can. Maybe that'll be something that I try. I hate to let it go to waste. Like I said, I didn't plant this. It just came up on its own. So, yeah, I'd say it's done. So it is about 4 o'clock in the afternoon now, and you can see what the frost did to the tomato plant. It's gone. It's not salvageable. But I'm going to try to pick these guys, and I've got an idea. So as you can see, these plants, the plant is completely wilted. The frost devastated it. All the blooms, they're all pretty much gone. The leaves are completely wilted. The tomatoes are still fine, but they're not really big enough to do anything with, so I think I'm just going to pick them. And I've had a cool idea. I'm going to try to put these guys in a place where they may grow next year. I'm not that keen on cherry tomatoes to begin with, but I really don't want to waste them. There's some right here. So I think I'm going to be able to pick the larger ones. As you can see here, they smell incredible. But I think I might be able to plant these guys just as is, and if they come back good, if not, well, I don't really care. I did not plant this. It might have been dropping from a bird, or it could have been one of my kids tossed a tomato out in the yard, or I dropped one and it ended up over here. But that's that. So I'm up against the side of my outbuilding here, and I've decided to just dig a little hole, put these guys in a little bit of a line, and just kind of let them go. And I don't really care if they come up. But it'll be kind of a cool experiment, I guess. So I've already kind of beat up some of the soil. I couldn't find my hand trowel, of course. So I'm just going to toss these guys in here. I want to cover them, maybe to keep them from freezing. And we will see what happens in the spring. And these are very, very hardy plants. In the past, we would give them to chickens. And we would have the following year, here's some grass. I'm just going to throw grass over it too. Just a little extra insulation, but we can remember this. Yeah, in the past, the chickens would take a stroll through the pasture, do their business. The following year, we would have plants growing if the chickens weren't there to eat them. So, there's no chickens here. We're going to see if this does anything in the spring. So I've taken a couple bricks that were just laying around. This guy's covered with moss and some whatever this crap is. Another one, of course, and this rock. I noticed there's really cool fossils in this. And then I looked over here, see if we can look at this one. There's a lot of cool fossil-y things in there. But the tomatoes are down here under this, under the grass, under the dirt. I honestly believe that they will grow in the spring. And like I said, I really don't care. You know, I don't really care that much for cherry tomatoes. But hey, you know, at least I'm not just throwing them over the hill and forgetting about them, having to buy new ones. Not that I really care, I guess. I don't know, my kids like them, so maybe they can eat those in the spring.